This guy gets really, really angry that he destroyed a whole town with an armored bulldozer. So, this guy's name is Marvin Heemeyer, and he was born on October 28, 1951, on a dairy farm in South Dakota. In 1974, he moved to Colorado because he was sent to work at Lowry Air Force Base. After that, in 1989, he moved to Grand Lake, Colorado, where he purchased 2 acres of land for $42,000, which is equivalent to $95,000 in 2025, and opened a small muffler repair shop.
Everything was going well, but suddenly one day he almost burst with anger. Why? Because one day he heard some news that some people recently bought the land right next to his muffler shop, and they are planning to build a big concrete plant on that land. This is very bad news for Marvin, because the new concrete plant will block the main road that his customers usually use to get to his shop. If this happens, many people will not be able to visit his shop easily, and his business could suffer a lot. Marvin has worked hard to build his shop, and he does not want to let that happen.
By the way, the guy building that concrete plant, his name is Komatsu, and his family had previously owned Heemeyer's property. And when Dochev said his plan to Heemeyer, Heemeyer got angry and started fighting. After that, he said that Dochev yelled at him for several minutes afterward because he was angry about losing the property. Sounds a bit confusing, right? Let me make it clear. So the guy in the photo is named Marvin Heemeyer, who caused the damage. The second person is a landowner with a big property named Cody Dochev. In 1992, Marvin bought 2 acres of land for $42,000 and opened a small muffler repair shop. A few days later, he heard that Dochev was going to set up a concrete plant that could hurt Heemeyer's shop. Because of this, the two ended up in a serious conflict.
A few days later, around 1997, Marvin and Cody tried to solve the problem and entered into negotiations. At first, Cody offered to buy back Marvin's land for $250,000. Marvin liked the offer at first and seemed ready to agree. But after thinking about it, he changed his mind and decided he wanted more money. He asked Cody to increase the price, and they finally agreed on $375,000. Cody accepted the new amount, and the deal was set at that higher price. But then Marvin raised his price again, this time asking for $1 million. Cody knew there was no way he would pay that much, so he refused. After some time, in 2001, the city mayor finally gave Cody the approval he needed to build his new concrete plant on the land right next to Marvin's muffler shop. This decision allowed Cody to move forward with his plans, even though Marvin was still unhappy about it. Cody's new concrete plant will block the road to Marvin's muffler shop, which could hurt his business a lot. Marvin gets very worried and starts going to city hall meetings to try to stop Cody from getting permission to build. He says the plant will make too much dust, too much noise, and bring a lot of big trucks on the streets. Some people in the town even agree with him. But in the end, the city allows Cody to build. The concrete plant goes up next to Marvin's shop. Marvin is very angry. He hires a lawyer and tries to fight the city's decision, but it doesn't work. After that, Marvin asks the mayor to build a new road so that customers can still reach his shop. He even buys a bulldozer so he can do some of the work himself. He tries to fix the road, plan the construction, and find ways to make it easier for people to come to his shop. But the mayor says no to all his plans, leaving him stuck. Now Marvin loses both ways. Things get even worse and worse. The mayor fines Marvin $2,500 for several reasons. They say he has broken down cars on his property, which are really part of his muffler business, and that he is not connected to the nearby sewer line. Now Marvin is dealing with big fines, blocked roads, and the new concrete plant next door. Nothing seems to be going right for him.
He not only lost a lot of money, but now his shop was right next to the plant he tried so hard to stop. Finally, Marvin loses his patience. He comes up with a plan to get revenge not only on Cody, but the whole city. He takes the bulldozer he bought to build a road and starts turning it into an armored machine to destroy Cody's plant and other buildings in town. He welds thick steel plates onto the bulldozer and fills them with concrete, basically making bulletproof panels. Here's a picture of it. You can see panels all over it. Since the bulldozer is now covered with these steel plates, he mounts cameras around it so he can see outside. This is the picture of he has little monitors to help him look around. He also attaches 3 guns to the bulldozer, one on the front, one on the rear, and one on the right side, so he can shoot people. Marvin keeps working on this. Several months pass. In 2004, finally, he's done. His war machine is built and will become known as the Killdozer. The big day comes for Marvin to use it for revenge. He climbs in, bolts the hatch shut, and starts it up. He smashes straight through the walls of his own workshop without even opening the shop door. Then he heads to Cody's concrete plant and plows into it, tearing through the administrative office and smashing walls. Cody is there and sees his plant being destroyed. He fires a pistol at Marvin, but it doesn't work. Then he jumps into a front-end loader to block Marvin, and they crash, but the loader is no match. Killdozer easily pushes it away. Marvin even fires the rifles attached to Killdozer at Cody, but luckily he misses.
In the middle of all this, police show up. Marvin fires at them and they fire back, but he keeps moving. Once he's satisfied with destroying the plant, he drives into the city. He crashes into a cop car. He rams a local business. He hits a pickup truck just because he doesn't like the owner, who apparently refused to help him with a petition. Finally, he smashes through the town hall, which has a library full of kids. Luckily, the kids are able to get out just before the building is destroyed. By this time, police are chasing him. He shoots at them and they shoot back, but the bullets just bounce off the steel plates. Police even try throwing explosives at him, but that doesn't work. Marvin keeps moving forward and crashes into more buildings. He crashes into the local bank where a woman on the zoning board works, trying to get revenge. He smashes the local newspaper office, which had written articles criticizing him. He even destroys the home and business of the former mayor. At one point, he fires one of the rifles at massive propane tanks near a senior housing complex, trying to blow them up, but luckily he misses and no seniors are hurt. All this destruction goes on for about an hour and a half. In that time, Marvin destroys around 13 buildings and causes more than $5 million in damage. Luckily, no one dies, though he nearly hits cops and random citizens. Police have no idea how to stop him, and it seems like Marvin will keep going, until he finally makes a mistake. He heads for a nearby hardware store owned by a former town board member he wants revenge on. He starts smashing through it, but suddenly Killdozer won't move. The store has a small basement, and the bulldozer sinks into it. On top of that, Killdozer has radiator damage, so it just won't move anymore. Marvin is stuck. The cops have been nearby the whole time, and they see that Killdozer is now stuck. They know this is their chance. They rush over, surround it, and try to get inside. But they can't. Marvin sealed himself in. Realizing there's no way to keep going, then he pulled out a .357 caliber handgun and placed it on his head. And a little later, the cops somehow manage to open the bulldozer, but they find that Marvin is already. So this is the story of Marvin Heemeyer, the man who destroyed a whole city to take revenge. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more.